before.
That's
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Prima Donna is before Madonna.
Yes, we've been doing this podcast since before Madonna existed.
Wow, that's not true. Hey, it's episode 939.
Yay, the day Madonna was born.
That's not true either.
Oh.
There's Haley right there. It's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, at the last place on earth.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
It's really a shame.
I'm going to rhyme a word with shame. Name.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
You did it.
My name is Mike. I can't believe that it's the first day of October. My name is Mike Matthews. No, my name is not Robert. It's that time of year for pumpkins and children who are not sober because they're all hopped up on candy that's full of sugar. I love that smell in the air. And the fallen leaves and the pumpkin lattes.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I like cute girls in big bulky sweaters for them. I have agape
Mike's
love.
Daily
Love. And if they wear
Podcast.
glasses,
Yeah!
I'm a dead man. Glasses, blonde hair, bulky sweaters, smelling of maple syrup. That's my thing. I need to move to Canada. Hey!
Yeah!
I have I put a sound effect in here, and now I can't find it.
That's not even funny.
Oh, sorry. That was a little loud.
See, told you.
You know, I want to tell you, talk radio, since I've been working in talk radio for the past couple of months, I used to be like, because I worked with a guy who's a huge national conservative talk show host, and I used to listen to his show. I knew him way back in college, before he was anybody. And I used to listen to his show after he got successful, and I'd go, how does he do that? How does he do a talk show? And now that I know, like, one of the conservative talk show hosts that we have on the religious station, all he does is stoke fear and loathing in the beginning of his show.
Yeah.
And he really doesn't talk that long, and all he goes is, okay, let's play a clip. This is a clip of Obama saying that that's not funny.
That's not even funny.
Okay.
Oh, I can't believe that.
I can't believe it. We're going to have you sign a petition now. Go to our website to sign a petition that he should not say things are funny. And he should not talk. And I just realized it's really easy to be a talk show host.
What is he, the president or something?
How dare he say that? He is completely...
He got elected into that office to tell us about war and stuff, and he comes out here and he's like, that's not even funny. No, that's not his duty as
president.
As the commander-in-chief should just sit there and have a pretty wife and not do anything unless he's conservative, and we need to stop everything he's doing as the president.
Excuse me, Mr. Conservative Talk Show host. Is the real reason why you don't like our president is because he's black?
I have at least 1.5 black friends. How dare you?
I like music by black artists. I like that slow jam that Madame Rutabaga wrote about Harry Knuckles.
Is Madame Rutabaga black? I always thought Madame Rutabaga was like Romanian.
Her skin is more of a lighter pigment. But
So, Romanian?
yeah, more like Romanian. Hey, she just walked in.
What? We weren't talking about you.
Hello, Michael Matthew. Hello, Edie.
Hi.
I don't know the country I'm from. I am so old, I can't remember where I am. But I have this beautiful accent that sounds like I'm from Pittsburgh. Is that a Pittsburgh accent?
She just said she's Zold, so maybe her country is Zold.
From the Zoroastrian.
Maybe she's
Zoroastrian.
Zoolian.
Zoolian.
Zoolian from the country of Zold.
I like to use Zoola oil. Huh? Happy October! Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel with me, Haley. I love this song. Oh, I'm going to take my top off. No, stop the song. Stop it.
Oh, that was It's close.
Wow. That was scary. Oh, it goes through the whole song. Wow, that's it.
Yeah.
I can't believe. What the hell is this place anyway?
Look who else just walked in.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino the Floyd, the parking attendant floor man. There. Just kidding. I know I messed up last time.
And I'm Bison Bentley. Do you know that? Hey, guys.
That was some good awkward silence. We should do that again.
All right. So that's what a lot of conservative talk show hosts do. They have a lot of silence.
Not really. Because if they have a silence, then someone else can actually voice an opinion, and they can't do that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They can't be silent for long.
Have you heard select conservative talk show host number 1, take callers? Okay, we're going to go to the phones. Hi, Jay. I just wanted to say that Jesus, thank you so much. You know what? You were so right. And we're going to play a clip right now just to prove what our caller's saying.
Yeah. Oh, that particular talk show host, what he does is to, like, if somebody calls up, he's like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so here, I'll be a caller, and you be him. Okay.
You're live on the air. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I just want to say, Jay, that your organization is very helpful to me.
Yep.
And that I think that Christians are being discriminated against.
Yeah.
And that the gays are taking over the world.
Yes.
And I'm really scared because I think I'm straight, but I kind of like somebody
you know what? Thank you so much.
But I had more to
say, and I just want to say,
but I'm feeling neglected.
This is
I
the
want
reason.
you to hug me.
This is the reason that we're on the air. We have this petition now for this specific reason because of our caller, and we're gonna go to a clip right now. I just want everyone to hear.
Behave yourself.
Anyway, that was our fun little recreation of conservative talk show hosts.
Yeah.
Pre-recorded applause here. Awesome.
Live applause here.
This is live. That was fake.
It's all fake.
Did you have anything to add? I know I messed up my Muppet story on the last show because I talked about the joke was they were signing a birthday card, not a Christmas card.
Yeah.
And one of the band members goes, birthdays were created by the greeting card companies. That was the joke, because it's not true. You have a birthday, whether you like it or not.
Right. And Christmas actually was created by the greeting card
Exactly.
companies.
That's where my joke, that was not funny. Because Christmas is sort of a pumped up.
Christmas is Christmas in your heart and in your bank account.
That's right. That's where you'll find Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you, Christmas?
Why don't you find me, even though you're a concept?
That's true. Now, did you want to add anything about what's been going on with you this week? Because this is your last day on the show for this week.
For this week. What has been going on with me this week?
It's the first day of October. Are you excited about that?
I kind of got oversaturated with Halloween stuff last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you going to put any Halloween decorations up?
Probably not. Like, in my house, we generally have the fall decorations, like the leaves and the pumpkins and just general orange things, but I'm not into the creepy, campy, scary decoration type things. Which is interesting because, I'm so into the paranormal stories and stuff like that. Yeah,
but you could have fun with that.
No, I hate the scary decorations and stuff. I can't stand going into the Spirit or Halloween City stores.
Really?
I hate them. They're a mess and everything's designed to just go at you. And no.
I hate the smell of that plastic or rubber that they use.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. So you're not a goth person, but you like some of the goth themes.
Yeah.
But you don't like to dress goth.
I could dress goth.
You wanna?
I should.
Let's get some makeup. Let's dress up goth.
I have black clothing.
Okay. I agree with you. And I'm going to put a bunch of... I don't put, like, skeletons in my front yard. I'll put, like, these little pumpkin-looking things.
The only place skeletons are supposed to be at in your house is in your closet.
That's right.
It's wisdom from Haley.
Thank you, Haley.
Or the parlor, because back
Polyp parlor?
Back in the olden days.
Oh, the parlor.
When someone died, they just put the body in the parlor until they could figure out what to do with it.
Right. I enjoy that story, parlor. I like the word parlor. Parlor, doesn't it just sound of, comfortable chairs and glass and
it reminds me. No,
seances?
It always reminds me of like, I always picture you walk into the back of the house and there's just like an ice cream bar or like an old soda shop type thing. Welcome to the parlor. There's like, why must I be a teenager in love?
Oh, yeah.
Put it on the jukebox, and you walk up to the little counter area, sit down at school, and be like, hey, soda jerk, get me a tab. And then like,
that's a horrible name for a worker, a soda jerk.
I can't really say tab, because that was the joke they made in
Oh, a tab!
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind.
Sugar-free soda.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind, but that was like in the 80s, and they made the whole joke in Back to the Future, when they went back to the time.
That's right.
Of, like, the soda, and he was like, give me a tab, and he was like, you have to put something on the tab, because the tab also means that you're going to pay it later.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
The 70s. I was just listening to a podcast. I listened to two very interesting podcasts. One is called, well, first off, Ours.
Yeah.
Ours is amazing.
Yeah, duh.
The other is Stuff Your Mom Doesn't Tell You. And it's these two women from Atlanta, Georgia, I think. And they sound a lot like each other, so you can't tell which one's talking which time, which we don't have that problem.
No, we have pretty distinct voices.
Because my name is Haley.
Yes, and I have a girly voice.
And wait, you were supposed to be Mike.
I was.
Yes, so we both have girly voices. We have manly voices.
You have a bald voice.
My voice is bald before I am bald.
I have a woman's voice.
You have a nicely coiffed hair voice because you have hair.
I do have hair.
That's
It's teal right now.
But this show,
like a turquoise, is turning into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see it?
The teal. It has a sort of an teal to it. Now, the girls do a thing where they talk about like subjects that have to do with women.
Right.
And one of the topics that I was listening to was about restaurants, and that was fascinating because
restaurants, as in
Hooters.
Yeah. Okay.
There's one called the Tilted Kilt, which I've never been to.
Okay.
And one called Twin Peaks.
That makes sense.
And I haven't been to those, but they talked all about the history of those and stuff.
I've never been to any of those places.
But why I was thinking of from Tab was another one I listened to is the Whistle Stop, and it's this guy. That's a whistle noise, everybody, and he's making that noise live. It's amazing. And then, I killed your mic. I have the controls. No, but he talked about the election between Gerald Ford and Jimmy Carter back in 1976, which was our bicentennial.
1976.
And about how weird it was because Jimmy Carter had done an interview in Playboy magazine saying that he had lust in his heart. And the Ford campaign's like, oh, look what he just did. He messed up. They're derailed. We're going to win. And they lost.
Yeah. Was that also the election where which election was it where they were like newspapers reported early?
Oh, that was way back in Truman versus
okay, that was Truman.
Who did he run against?
I don't remember. No one remembers.
Who was the Republican?
He didn't win. Ha! But yeah, they all reported early that the other guy had won, and then in the morning it was revealed when all the votes finally got in.
Yeah, and there's a picture of him holding up the newspaper showing that he lost.
Yeah.
But he actually won. Harry Truman was an interesting guy. I mentioned him on a previous podcast earlier this week where apparently in his later days he sat in his reading room and his wife and his daughter were also in the reading room, and they would fight with each other, and he would put his finger at the bottom of the page to see, and he'd wait to see if the argument was going to escalate, because then he would leave the room. I thought that was a cool little story.
Yeah, that was on Sunday.
You remember which podcast it was? Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, now Ren. Ren is a lovely singer-songwriter. We've been listening to some of her music. The interviews have been having less and less cyber Luke Skywalker
dabblement.
Lightsabers.
Cyber dabblement is what we shall now refer to it as.
Cyber dabblement, lightsaber sound effects is what we've had in a couple of the shows because of the recording issues that I had with the Telo system. But yes, so that is what we'll listen to with Ren, the finale of our chit chat, and hear another song from her. And you can find us on the internet all over the place, to iTunes, Tumblr, Twitter, SoundCloud, Stitcher.
You can find us off the internet too, but it's a lot harder and creepier.
Yeah, for us.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for you too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we do have these amazingly manly voices that...
You have an amazingly manly voice.
No, you. Stop.
I don't.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Haley?
I'm not manly. Please don't tell me I'm manly.
We're going to rip a couple of phone books in half right now because we're so manly.
Page by page.
Rip sound effect here.
Rip sound effect also here.
Okay, good.
7,000 more rip sound effects.
No, don't do that. I gotta post-produce all this stuff. Okay. And then also, finally, if you want to help us out, there's the Amazon link. We've got $1.83 so far. Mm-hmm. Thank you to your girlfriend, Haley, for that.
Yes.
Also, we have the PayPal if you want to contribute and become an Inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster and have all the characters do you a special greeting. And we're all over the place, I mentioned. Oh, on Facebook, too.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/Mike's Daily Podcast.
If you go somewhere on the internet, and it's a good, friendly, legitimate place that has podcasts, or is a social network, you'll probably find us.
And you can comment on the show at any of the places that you can comment. And then we read your comments in the section, emails from email, and your comment, not so comments. Oh, what's the email?
MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.net.
Calm.
Oh, I am calm.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
Here, I'll get you a glass of water.
Don't get a glass of water.
Oh, that's not what I thought I was going to do. Nope. Okay, Ren!
Ren!
I ran so far away!
Where are you? Oh, there she is.
Into an interview.
Oh, yeah, this is great. Thanks for having me.
I'm speaking with Ren. She can be found at renmusic.net. We've been talking to her, and you've got a project you're working on with like 11 songs, and we were talking about your love of nature and performing in Seattle. What's some of the interesting venues that you've played at?
I think, well, this isn't in Seattle, but there's this wonderful series called Concerts in the Woods, which is on the peninsula, and I really love playing that. You just drive through dense forest for like an hour, and you're like, how could anybody live out here? And then suddenly there's this little beautiful community center just nestled in the trees, and they have a wonderful concert series there. I think it's once a month, and that was a real pleasure to play.
Ooh.
And other than that, I mean, I played a lot of venues around Seattle, which was great, but I think my favorite is playing house shows. I feel like there's a kind of a growing movement of house shows being the new thing for artists, and I absolutely love playing them. They're so much more intimate, and my music is, I think of it as more music about healing and about transformation than about just purely being an entertainer. I think my music can be entertaining, but it comes from a different place, and I really like smaller, more intimate, more spiritual places to share it.
That'd be neat to see you at a house show.
Yeah. They're super fun. And I just love getting to connect with all the people who come, and yeah, it's a nice environment.
And the album Bone Nest, what was the name from?
Yeah, the name is from a dream that I had around the time I was thinking about making an album. I had this dream about a bunch of wrens swooping through the air, and they were all carrying bones in their feet. And it took me a while in the dream to understand what was happening, and then I realized that they were building this huge nest. And in the nest, there was an egg. And the egg cracked open, and a human arm came out. And I realized that it was myself.
Whoa.
And it was an incredible dream. And, I think we all probably have just maybe one dream every few years that really stands out and feels like this is an important message. This is, looking deep into my subconscious about what's happening. And I realized I was going through a huge rebirth, and a rebirth from a time that had been so hard, and that was the bones, right? Realizing that you can be completely worn away to all that's left is bones, but you can still regenerate and be reborn from that time. So I feel like that's a very strong theme to my first album, is persevering out of a time that you thought would break you. And so I really cherish Bone Nest for those ideas. But my new album feels really different. I think I'm in a really different space now, and this new album is a little bit more forward-looking and thinking more about who I am in the world and what gifts I have to bring to the world and what kind of impact I want to make, and also my dreams about what kind of earth I want to live on. And so sort of more envisioning in the second album.
And where can people find all your albums?
I think the best place is to just go to my website, renmusic.net, and you can listen to the albums there and purchase or download them. And I also have a mailing list, and that's probably the best way to stay in touch with what I'm up to and hear about when the new album comes out.
And they get a free download or something, don't they?
Exactly. Yeah, you get a free download.
And your name is Ren. How did your name come about?
My name Ren is not my given name, but I've taken it on as my stage name, and that came from a period. I guess I was probably 21 and going through a lot of changes, and I was spending some time in the woods learning primitive skills, and we had to change our names, kind of like when you go to camp. and my middle name is Adrienne, and I thought it'd be really cool to go by the French pronunciation and be Adrienne. And then I realized that no one would be able to say that, or very few people would be able to say that, and it'd be too hard to remember. And so I was saying Adrienne, and I was like, oh, Ren. And it really resonated with me. So I went by it for that summer, and it, when you change your name, it allows you to be a new person every time you introduce yourself to someone. And I think that's really powerful, and I kind of hope everyone gets a chance to do that at least one time in their life, to be someone not different. And now, my friends now call me by my given name, but I made Ren my stage name, and because I spend a lot of time in Spain, and I'm a Spanish teacher, and so my given name, Laura, makes a lot more sense. It's a lot easier to call me Laura, and Ren doesn't really exist as a word in Spanish. So I'm Laura in my day-to-day life, and I'm Ren when I'm on stage.
Ren, you're enchanting.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, your music's enchanting, your talking's enchanting. So this is just an enchanting interview.
Oh, thank you. It means a lot that you reached out to me and believe in what I'm doing. It's very hard to be an artist these days. There's just so much noise out in the universe, and it's hard to reach people who want to be reached by our art that we're creating. And so every time my music reaches someone who it means something to, it touches me.
And everyone listening should tell their friends about you so that more people will be reached.
I would appreciate that.
To spread the Ren enchantment all around the world. The enchant Ren. Yes, around the world, around the globe, through the universe. And the song, I was going to play Sword in the Stone, and tell me about this song.
That song I wrote while I was living in Galicia, Spain, and I wrote it on the beach outside my house. I lived half the week in the city teaching English and living near the beach, and then half the week apprenticing on a farm inland. And I would go out on the beach most days after work and sit there, and there was this white heron that would hang out down on the shore, and I felt really close to this heron. You know, when you're living in a new place and you don't know many people and you're starting a whole new life, it can be very lonely, and so that was a very special place to me. And I was reflecting on, you know, sometimes we go for something in life that we think we'll never achieve, and we're yanking at this sword and the stone, and we're just yanking, and we don't actually think it's going to come out, and then it does, and then we kind of fall over and make a fool of ourselves.
Yeah.
And I felt like that's what was going on with even my huge leap to living abroad, and feeling like I'd kind of fallen to pieces, and but it was a great learning experience. So Sword in the Stone is the story of that.
Ah, okay, wow. There's so many levels to your songs. Wow, that's well, let's play it. It is Ren from renmusic.net. You can find out more about her. Of course, that's WREN. And this is from the album Bone Nest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Ren with Sword in the Stone on Mike's Daily Podcast. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
That was Ren! Yay! Woo! All right, that was a great interview. Ren was so nice and calm and wonderful, and MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com is where you can see a picture of her, hear the past interviews with her, and hear other past interviews that I have done. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley.
Door sounds.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And the podcast picture is of Madame Rutabaga and I. We were chit-chatting about songwriting, and she came up with a great slow jam, apparently about my hairy knuckles.
Your hairy knuckles.
I wonder what the slow jam sounded like.
Okay, I specifically told you I could not recreate.
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's no way I'm going to be able to recreate that improvisation of the slow jam that I did before the show started.
Oh, man!
So y'all missed it.
That's just misleading in every possible way. Well, then next show, we will bring you the return of the much-loved feature called News Random. Haley will not be here for... Haley will be on a sabbatical.
Yeah, I'll be up in the mountains meditating.
Dancing to polka music.
To this music, just meditating.
I love Oktoberfest, Haley, let's dance. I'm rolling out the beer.
Hey, you guys. Can I dance on top of this barrel?
Yes.
Okay.
This is weird. Do you know that? Yes, it's true, Bison, it is. What is it, Haley?
I'm going to celebrate Oktoberfest by not drinking any beer, just like I normally do.
Oh, you're so exciting.
I know.
How about a latte?
Maybe. A pumpkin spice latte. I love those things.
This board is falling apart. Yeah, I love the pumpkin spice latte. Although, do you feel a little weird that you're drinking something that's mimicking a pumpkin, but it's not really pumpkin?
No, because it's not really mimicking a pumpkin. It's mimicking pumpkin spice, which is a collection of spices that don't actually include pumpkin.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That makes it all better. Next show, we'll also hear from... That's not right. Oh, we were supposed to have Benita, the disgruntled fiddle player, and the brewmaster on this show. I guess I'll put them on the next show.
Oh.
I'll flip that around.
That's fine.
All right. Because you don't want to really talk to the brewmaster, do you?
I don't care.
He got a little violent last time.
He did. That was rude. I'll have to defend myself next time.
Have a great weekend and first day of October, Haley.
Thank you. You as well.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com.
Email Mike now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow.